Welcome, Libra, to your weekly love reading for June 11th to the 17th of 2018. So I do feel there was a card that popped out, and it was a card that described a lot of you might be a bit fearful about a delay in communication or affection from a particular person. It could be a water sign, doesn't have to be, but I feel like there could be a bit of jealousy there because something didn't go right. It just depends on your situation. We shall see how this comes out. So let's see, 10 card Celtic card spread for Libra and love for June the 11th to the 17th. All right. So we have the theme. This is the card that came out, and it was the Knight of Cups in reverse. And I feel like these are energies of delays. It could be another person. It's so interesting how that came back out. That's really an important message. So these are energies where you might be assuming the worst is over, and you still may be holding on to somebody because they're not communicating to you. They've moved on to someone else. You could be dealing with another person that could be very jealous of you and your potential relationship or current relationship or marriage in some way. But we're speaking about your energy, so I feel like this is a frustration for a lot of you out there, kind of holding back your emotions in some way, kind of, you know, telling people to kind of stay away, especially if it's not from the person that you really want it from. So that could be an issue. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles here, so it could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus that you could be thinking about or dealing with or separated from in some way. You can see how those two people are kind of going in their separate ways, and I feel like part of the issue may be finances and career. That may be the reason why you two have separated in some way. Somebody else was focusing on material wealth, and you may have wanted a little bit of more emotional response from that person, and it didn't happen. So that could be some of the frustration. But I feel like if it's not an earth sign, it could be anybody else, but focusing on the future may hold the answers that you seek, not right at this moment. So you do have the Six of Wands in reverse. So this is a lot of times where you want others to acknowledge you this week. You want them to kind of seek you out, to maybe pursue you because another person isn't pursuing you. So I feel like, you know, the ego sometimes might get in the way. You might not be feeling all that confident. Doesn't mean that you aren't. It's just this week that things might not be really going your way. So sometimes insecurity may pop up. Just energetically, you could be kind of all over the place. So just keep that in mind. All right. The recent past is a lot of spending, maybe bad spending habits, doing different things, maybe not really sure how to control your emotions, dealing with your family, maybe your chores, different things like that. And I feel like that could be something that you might be suffering from because last weekend you could have splurged a lot. So this week you're trying to focus on maybe keeping those things in check. All right. What could be the Four of Wands. So I feel like this is the energy of celebrating. You are kind of, some of you could be a commitment, it could be a marriage, it could be something that's pending but is not there. So this is something that could be a good home, a nice home, something that's refurbished or something that's fixed up, something that you're working on. But I feel like there could be celebrations or a reunion with a particular person that could come around to see you in some way. So you could be frustrated by the delay. All right, the near future, we do have the Queen of Swords, and I feel this is an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but if this is not another person, this is the energy that you are giving off, and this is the person that's coming towards you as well. So they may be doing their own thing, being independent, not really focused on how much you may be aggravated by their lack of response, the give and take between you two. And I feel like you're giving this off, they may be giving this off as well. So they may want to speak to you again, but you might not really want to open up to them emotionally. So there could be just flat kind of communication. So your response to that person is the Six of Cups. You do want that particular person back. You might be happy to see them around. You may be yearning for that person, but whether or not they show up, it just depends. So some will, some won't. But I feel like your response is to maybe even hook up with somebody from the past that you did let go of, and you're thinking about that particular person. But some of you, they moved on. All right, that's what I get a sense of. And the fact that they moved on, you are not really happy about it because you might want them back, even though you might not say so. All right, now how others are seeing you, They see you, this is friends, family, or your romantic partner. They see that you are getting over past heartbreak or recent heartbreak with the Three of Swords in reverse. It could have been something long ago, or something recent that happened, but you're trying to deal with the emotions. You're trying to cope with the events that did take place. All right. Now, your partner, what they might be up to, what they might be doing, if it's someone that you are dealing with, the Tower is coming through. So I feel like they may be taking on the energy of the Queen of Swords. They have gone through a breakup. You two have broken up. They've moved on. Something that did happen this week, and I feel either last week and into this week. So it's a big change of letting go and moving on. Sometimes these are issues of tempers being, flaring up, arguments, disputes, and things like that going on. Whoever you might be around, this is with the Tower is giving off that particular person. So something may be happening with that person or happening between you two that breaks you two apart. And then we have the outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles coming through with the Four of Wands. These energies are either you being home alone, in a new home. It could be a move where you're moving and separating from that particular person. That's what I get a sense of for some. But I feel that whoever might be returning around you, just be careful and mindful of what's been going on, or maybe in the recent past, and what could be going on this week, because I feel like something is a bit off between you and them. All right. So you do see celebrations. Friends and family might be around. People kind of, donating or putting in for a gathering or something like that could be going on. So just keep that in mind this week. Okay. Excuse me. So messages for Libra and love for June the 11th to the 17th. We do have separation. Yep. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Sometimes that's a separation. Literally a divorce or a breakup. Mild or permanent for some. Let's see, messages for Libra of June 11th to the 17th. Then we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. We spoke about that in the beginning. It's coming out now, and I feel like that's why you two might be apart as you focus on the future. Is very clear to me, and focus on maybe a home that you two might want to purchase together. That's what could be. The Four of Wands, that's what could be. It could be marriage. It could be a relationship, but it's not quite there just yet for some. And it could be the stable one that you need instead of the one, if you are in something with a third party and you want to get away from that, it tells you to leave the past alone and to move forward into this newer opportunity or something that does exist already that's healthier. So that's going to be your reading. I do hope that the messages did help out. Lots of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes, and you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. Have a good one.